Oh my goodness. What do you do when you have an overabundance of tomatoes from your garden from last season? Hello, my friends. Chef Blondie here. The good news is you had a bumper crop of tomatoes last year. The not so good news is your freezer is overflowing with frozen tomatoes. What are you going to do with all those tomatoes? Well, the Serendipity Farmhouse Test Kitchen, with the help of Jacques Pepin, is going to show you the perfect solution. We're going to make Jacques' Velvet Tomato Soup. Today, you'll learn that those frozen tomatoes make it much easier to prep for this meal. You'll also learn that those surplus tomatoes can become a basic building block for any number of tasty dishes. Here at our test kitchen, we're working to solve your problems. Happy cooking. So I'm going to reach in here and I need approximately at least 1.5 or a little bit more pounds of tomatoes to do this. So let's see what I can find down here. Okay, this one looks pretty good. Alrighty. All right, let's get these tomatoes into this warm water. And of course, the sink was thoroughly cleaned. And you put them in here, in the warm water, so that you can peel them. The skin should really come right off. Let's say sit for just a few minutes. Oh, look at that. Here we go. See? The peel will just come right off. And then we're going to core them. Chop them up. Yeah. Oh yeah. This is easy. This is much better than what we've done before in the past. I will remember this trick. We're also going to need some fresh basil. So I grow fresh basil and other herbs and lettuces up here in the office in my hydroponic garden. So I need approximately 2 tablespoons. So let me get some now. Right. Okay, there's one. And let's try this one here. I think maybe this little guy. And I think that should do it. All right, let's get started making Jacques' Tomato Velvet Soup with our homegrown tomatoes. First, we're going to add some oil to the Dutch oven. Okay. Make sure that, yeah, I've preheated this pan so it's getting nice and hot. Then we're going to add our chopped up onions. I'm going to cook these for approximately a minute or 2. And because we're using our fresh frozen tomatoes from our garden, we're going to cook it probably about 30 minutes instead of 10. It's down just a little bit. Okay, and I think now we're going to add our fresh garlic. I'm going to cook this for a minute or so. There's nothing like fresh garlic and the smell. Okay, and then our next ingredient is going to be approximately 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. You want to make sure you cook this down so that you don't have the taste of raw flour. And then after we cook this down just a little bit more, we're going to start adding all of our tomato products. All right. Okay, so let's see here. We're going to add all of our tomatoes from our garden. Okay, and now we're going to add the sun-dried tomatoes and oil. And we're going to add our tomato paste, 2 tablespoons. Oh, this is looking good already. Okay, now we're going to add our 1.5 cups of water. And then we're going to do the salt. And we'll have the recipe in the description box down below. And we're going to add the pepper. And then we're going to add the sugar. The sugar cuts the acidity of the tomatoes. All right, then we're going to bring this to simmer in approximately, I would say, about 30 minutes. We'll keep checking on it. All right, let's finish this beautiful Jacques tomato velvet soup. Let's finish it off. Here we go. Oh, it looks good. Right? Then we're going to add our 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. And now we're going to emulsify this. Right. Oh, it's looking good. Oh my goodness, this looks so delightful. And Jacques always says that his mother always added a little bit of cream to any soup that she did. So guess what? We're going to add just a little bit of cream to this wonderful tomato soup. Oh my, beautiful, beautiful. Maybe a little more, just to make it creamy. Oh, it looks so delicious. Now our next thing, we have to taste test it. All right, let's go ahead and give this a try. Oh, it looks so delicious. You know, and it's a good way to use those leftover tomatoes from the garden, which we still have quite a few left. All right. I think maybe one more little bit here will do. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, just the color is amazing. All right, now it's time to give this wonderful Jacques tomato velvet soup a try. And hubby was so gracious this morning. He made some homemade, fresh rye sourdough bread. He is such a sweetheart. Just love him to death. All right, so now we're going to garnish our tomato soup with some of the fresh basil. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Thank you, Jacques. Oh, my goodness. And the smell, of course, the smell is just wonderful. And all right. It tastes like fresh tomatoes right out of the garden that you just picked. The flavor is just absolutely astounding. And that fresh basil just adds so much to it. Oh my. This one, you really have to give it a go. You know, especially when you've got a little bit cooler days in the month of April. One more bite. Oh, and that fresh garlic. Oh my. And what would it be without just a little dip of hubby's fresh rye sourdough bread? He is so sweet to me. Oh, and he'll be coming out pretty soon with all of his recipes for his fresh sourdough bread. So stay tuned, taste it, and subscribe. Happy cooking.